Hi dear friends, welcome again. Today we will start the inheritance in the Java. Uh, Inheritance is the one of the object-oriented properties, which is also Java is also use the inheritance as the object-oriented concept. And inheritance is the mechanism in which the one object acquire the properties, all the properties and all the method behaviors of the parent object. It is also called a type of is a relationship or known as also a parent-child relationship. Generally, the why we use inheritance, there are two reasons to use the inheritance. Is one is the we can use the runtime polymorphism, implement the runtime polymorphism in the Java using the inheritance. And second, the code can reusable, so we can create the reusable code using the parent class age. It is a very simple syntax. Here we can just create a class and extend that superclass. So this is the subclass and use the extend keyword to inherit the that superclass. Uh, Show that we will show a diagram. Here the employee is a class with the salary as a instance variable. So we can inherit the employee class in a programmer class, and programmer have also their own data members. Here a very easily implemented class employee with a float salary, and we inherit or extend the employee class in the programmer. So all the data members and the methods of a class employee will be available in the programmer class, and plus their own data members and method also available of the programmer class. Is the same types of inheritance. We can see the types of various types of inheritance. Single inheritance. In single inheritance, only one parent members will be available. In the multi-level inheritance, there are various level of classes. Like the class A is like the Dadaji, this is the beta, and this is the uh, Botha. So in a hierarchical class, there are the multiple children. In the multiple inheritance, a one child class have a multiple parents. So this class A is a mother, and class B is the father, and class C is a child. This is the hybrid inheritance, is the combination of all the inheritance. One thing is noticeable here, that the Java doesn't support directly the multiple inheritance. So indirectly, this multiple inheritance can be achieved by the term interface. So we will look later the what is the interface. Here, this is the example shown here, the class animals. So animal class extend the dog class extend the animal. So this is the example of, I think, the single inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Here is the baby dog, extend the dog, and dog extend the animal. So animal, dog, and baby dog. There are three classes in the multi-level inheritance. Another example is the animal. Here a dog. So dog extends the animal, and cat extend the animal. So the dog and cat are able the at the sister level. Another example here, one thing is the super keyword in the Java. Super keyword is used to refer the parent classes from the child classes. The super can be used to refer the immediate parent class instance variable, and super can also be used to invoke the parent class methods, and also can be used to parent class constructor. Here is the example is given, class animal, and this is the class dog. It is a child class of the class animal. If we want here, here we can see the color is the a data member, the same variable is defined in the animal and same name variable is defined in the dog. So there would be a conflict when we print the color. When we print the color data members in the dog class, it will always refer to the color of a dog. So if we want to refer the color of an animal, which is the superclass, then we should refer we can refer it by the super dot color. And also there is a final keywords. Final keywords is the very important keyword in the Java, which can be used for a variable, for a method, for a class. So in inheritance, it is final is used generally to stop and to avoid. If you put the final method in front of a method, then that method cannot be overridden in child class age. And if we can put a final keyword in front of a class, then that class cannot be inherited by any class. And if we put a final method in front of a variable, then that variable may be treated as a constant variable, like in the C programming where we declare the const and variable. Object class in the Java. Sometimes the object class is the one of the top parent class. So each and every class, whether it is the library defined class or by user defined class, defined by you, all the classes automatically and by default a child of a object class. So abstract classes in Java, a class that is declared with the abstract keyword is known as the abstract class in Java. It can have abstract, and abstract class have a abstract method and non-abstract methods, and it also extended. But these method must be implemented in the child class age if child class is the non-abstract. Interface in Java, a interface is Java is a blueprint class. It has the static constant and abstract method. uh, is interface is the interface in the Java is the mechanism to achieve the abstraction, and also the the multiple inheritance only can be possible through the interface. There is no much difference between the interface and classes. A class is the which have a concrete implementation of the class, and interface have only the methods. So that's why we can say the blueprint is the blueprint of a class. Java interface also represent as is a relationship. It cannot be instantiated just like the abstract class. Here we can see a class can extend another class, but a class implement the another interface, and a interface extend the another interface. So this is the example of interface, a drawable interface. Method is the draw. There is no implementation. The logic there is no logic defined here. Uh, there are three classes that implement this drawable interface: rectangle, circle, and a rectangle and circle. Both classes implement the draw. The definition of draw is not written here, while the definition of draw written here. This is the concrete classes. So we can achieve the polymorphism by the interface. There is a difference in abstract class and interfaces. The abstract class have an abstract method as well as the non-abstract method, while the interface have all the methods by default abstract. Abstract class doesn't support the multiple inheritance. To one of the reason that the interface was included in the Java is it support the multiple inheritance. Abstract class can have final, non-final, static, non-static, while the by default all the interface methods, data members and methods are the final, static, Abstract class can provide the implementation of the interface. An interface can't provide the implementation of abstract class. The abstract class is used to declare abstract class. The interface keyword is used to declare the interface. These are the example. uh, Java inner class. Again, we take the Java package. A Java package is a group of similar types of classes, interfaces, and subclasses. By Java package, we can create the similar. We can create a package, and in these packages, we can put the similar type of classes and interfaces. Like there are many built-in packages. These built-in packages are the Java.language, Java.awt package, Java.javax, Swing package, .NET package. The Java package is used to categorize the classes and interfaces so that they can be easily maintained. And Java packages provide access protection. Java package remove the naming collision. This is something like that. Here this is the parent package. Out of there are three packages called the lang package, util package, and awt package. In lang package there are number of classes like the system dot class, the string class, the exception class. In the utility package, the array list class, map class, hash map class, hash tree class. There are a number of classes is in the util package. In awt package, all the classes related the GUI will be in the button class. How we will create the package? Just use the keyword package, and this is the name of the package. So it will be created a package. So the class A will be in the pack, and the class B will be in the my pack. So there are two package. One is the pack and another is the my pack. The pack package contains the class A, and the mypake class contains mypake package contains the class B. Okay, now we will uh, create an example of the inheritance which demonstrate the runtime polymorphism and overriding, method overriding, and abstract class edge. We will use here the NetBeans as a ID. You can use either Notepad editor or any other easily understood ID. We will just create a new project. Java application now is in the name of the project is we will create inheritance and create a, there is no need to create main class. Finish. We will create uh, a Java package first. The name of package is the BTU dot engineering college Ajmer. In this package we will create a class shape. This class is in the btu.eca package. The name of the class is the shape. We will class this class, we will make it this class abstract public abstract class. In this class there is the uh, two data member protected integer and len length, and another variable is the protected integer height, height, and length and height. And we create a constructor uh, as rename the class as the shape must be in a bigger sized refactor. Okay, Now class create a constructor public shape. This constructor have a two variable integer len and integer height. We will initialize these variable with the this dot length assigned by len, and another variable this dot height by h. Now we create two method, and both methods we will create here will be abstract. So public abstract void. First method is the draw, and another method is public abstract void and calculate the area, area area. So this is the class shape. So shape have the no formula for the any area and no how to draw. Now we create three classes. One is the rect rectangle. Another class is the triangle, and another class is the square. So there are three classes: triangle, square and rectangle, and all those classes inherited from shape classes. So first start with the rectangle. This rectangle class extends shape class. So it will produce an error because shape is an abstract class. So all the methods which are abstract in nature in the shape class will be implemented in the child classes. So we implement all the methods with just nothing to do. So both the method draw an area, we override here, which is already uh, declared in the class shape as abstract. Now we will create a constructor uh, public rect public rect, and this constructor will pass one integer a, another is the integer b, and we just call the super and pass both the variable in the super class is the shape. And now we will write the logic of draw. We will draw here, draw system dot out dot print ln. Next line, and rect draw rectangle draw. system dot out dot println next line AR area plus we will put the logic of rectangle here. So the area of a rectangle will be super dot length multiply by super dot height. So in the same way, we will also create three methods in the another classes. Square, we just copy the and change. Instead of rect, this is the SQ, and it will extend extend extends shape shape. So there is no error. In the same way, we just copy and paste in the triangle. So just put and shape shape put here and delete here. Just TRI triangle. So now we change the formula, area formula. So the area of a triangle will be multiply by also divide by 2, and this is the triangle, and in square this is for the square, square square. Now we will create a third class at class tester, which have a main method. So tester will use all the classes we have just created. Public static void man and string str. Now we will create, the shape, the array of shape. So this is, we will create the shape, array of shape s. In this array of shape, we will assign the object of the child classes. This is called the real dynamic polymorphism. The object of the child classes. So first is the rect. In the rect a and b, so we will define the variable 10 is the length and 5 is the height, and another object is triangle. Triangle, in triangle 10 is the height and something is 5 or 6 is the height, no square. So new sq square 10 and 10. There are three variables. So here we can see the shape is the abstract parent class, and the there are three reference variable of S. Size of array is 3. So the S1, S2 and S3, and the object of the rectangle, triangle and square are the child class of the shape, and we use the reference variable of the parent class and assigned the object of the child classes. Now see here, we just create a for loop, integer I equal to 0, I is less than 3 and I plus plus. Mm, Now we just s of ith position and call the draw, and s of ith position and now call the area. So the important here is that we use the reference variable of the shape class to call the methods of the child classes. So the which child classes, which children's method will be called, it will be decided dynamically at the runtime. Now we will call this uh, execute the class run. Here we can see the a rectangle, then triangle and then square. So this is a example which demonstrate the abstract classes, inheritance, uh, runtime, polymorphism. One noticeable things is that if we replace, we can replace this abstract class with the interfaces, and there will be no changes in the child classes. And I will put it to assignment in the Google Classroom. Uh, Please submit on time. Okay, thank you.